Hello, everyone. Welcome to Book Club Preview. I'm Michael, and today we're starting a new book called The Giver. Now, this book I've read before, and I'm so excited to read it again and especially share these videos with you. It's one of my favorite books, and it has so much to think about. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it. First of all, we have the main character, and he is feeling a little, he says, frightened, I believe, about December coming. And then he decides, oh, frightened actually isn't the word, it's something else. And then he starts considering the word frightened. And he remembers a time where he was outside riding his bike and an airplane flew over. And that was weird. And then the airplane flew back. Oh, that was weird again. And then in the community, a voice came on the speakers. Warning, everyone, please enter the nearest building. Do not leave. And he just dropped his bicycle. He went inside his house. He was all alone and he felt so scared. And then he was actually frightened. But a few minutes later, the voice came back on the microphone. Everyone, it's okay. It was just an accident. Come on out and have fun. And everything was all right. So he's kind of sharing this story and thinking about how important language is. And in his community, using the right word at the right time is really important. And he looks even more into this idea of language, because the person on the speaker says that the person flying the aircraft will probably get released. And that expression, released, is really, really important. And he thinks about a time when he told his friend Asher, he did something bad in sports. And he's like, you're going to get released for that. And the teacher was like, whoa, 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 come here. And he had a talking to, he had to apologize to Asher. And, he just, and he had to talk to his parents about it too. And so the way that they use words and the way that those words mean is really important. It's evening time, and it's time for them to sit down and have lunch, or dinner, sorry. And the parents, they have this ritual, and it seems like this is everywhere because you have to share your feelings during dinner time. It's required. And so each of the family members goes through and shares their feelings. Lucy shares her feelings about some new kids that came over to visit, how they weren't obeying the rules. And then the father and mother were asking her about her experiences. And she just kind of comes to an understanding of, oh, maybe I shouldn't have felt angry. She was angry because that might have been hard for that new kid to go to a new area and learn new different rules. So they kind of talk about that. Lucy feels better. Father shares his feelings, and he shares his feelings about a little newborn baby, and he's like a doctor that takes care of newborn babies. And he's a little sad because this baby's not growing fast enough. And if it's not growing fast enough, the baby might have to be released. And we don't really know what that means yet, but it's something sad and tragic for a baby at least. If it's an older person, being released is a good thing. And it's a celebration. But in this case, father is feeling a little sad about it, and they kind of talk together, and father has an idea of maybe they can bring the baby home with them for a few days. Mother shares her feelings also about someone that is doing something wrong, and you get 2 chances to do something wrong. You get 2 warnings, and then the third time you get released, whatever that is. And so mom was saying like, well, this is his second warning that this person's had. If he has another one, he's gonna get released. And she feels bad because she feels like maybe she didn't give him a good enough punishment or consequence, but then also that she might have to just lay down this harsh rule of getting this person released. And then finally, our main character shares, and I'm so sorry I just completely spaced his name, but he shares about his feelings, and he shares he was apprehensive of the ceremony of the 12. And he talks a little bit about that, but then mom and father say, hey, Lucy, we need to have a private conversation with your brother. Why don't you go get ready? while we continue talking with your brother. And that's how chapter 1 ends. Some vocabulary words. First one, palpable. Palpable means you can touch it, you can feel it. It's real. We often use this as an expression of like almost palpable, right? If you imagine like fear or joy or these emotions, we say, oh, the joy was almost palpable during my sister's birthday party, right? She was so happy, you could almost reach out and feel and touch the joy. It was almost palpable. Patriotic is having passion and support for one's country. I'm American. I can be patriotic for America. Go America! Other people could be Korean, and you can be patriotic for Korea. Go Korea! Especially during like the Olympic Games, something like that. We all get really patriotic. Someone can be from France, and they could be patriotic for France. Go France! You know, this attitude of supporting one's own country or community in this case. Distraught means bothered, is annoyed or uncertain. It's this feeling inside that something's wrong or something's not right, and you kind of want to fix it, or you're not feeling good about something. Rumpled is like here my shirt. If I were to freshly iron it, this would be very straight, but it's a little rumpled. There's a few lines and waves in it. It's more casual style shirt. But Asher, he comes into class with his shirt rumpled because he was running, or he didn't have time to make it look perfect and correct, and so it doesn't look quite as pressed and clean as it should. Apprehensive, and this is the word that our main character decides is his best word. And you know, on this one, I'm gonna wait for you, because he describes that feeling, apprehensive, in the chapter. What I would like you to do when you're writing your sentences using this vocabulary word is to actually define this for me in your own words based on your understanding of the character's description in the chapter. All right? We have another vocabulary section. Sorry, there's quite a lot in this first chapter. Wheedled. I had never seen this word before. Well, I'd seen it before, but I'd never seen it used quite like this. Wheedle means to persuade. So usually, children kind of fight or try to persuade their parents to let them go first, right? So that's what it kind of means. Wheedle, try to persuade or get your way. Defiant means to go against the authority or to defy someone's order or situation. Lucy hangs up her fist defiantly at that young boy. Oh, he didn't obey the rules. Disposition is kind of attitude or character or natural way of thinking. In different cultures, there are different cultural dispositions. Maybe in one culture, the father goes to work and the mother stays home, right? In another culture, the disposition might be the father goes to work and the mother might go to work, right? But it could be also really simple things of just your general like feeling. He has a cheery disposition. He's usually, his natural mode is cheerful, right? Or she has a silly disposition. Maybe she always has kind of a funny look on her face, right? So disposition is a feeling, or it could even describe your appearance of just kind of the general way you are. Supplementary means extra. Supplementary work, I can't remember. I think maybe they're talking about it with the baby. getting supplementary time, maybe extra time for care and nurturing. And I believe this is the last one. Murmured is to say something without opening your mouth completely. Maybe after you get scolded by your mom or dad, and you're like, fine, I'll just leave me alone. You don't really say it out loud. You kind of say it to yourself or catch the sound in your mouth. Discussion question. Have you ever used a word in the wrong way? Maybe you said something too strong, or you said something too light, or maybe you just used the word and it completely didn't mean what it should have meant. Please tell me your story about it. And of course, please write your own discussion question. That is all the time that we have for today, but thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Book Club Preview. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hey, if you have any questions about the video today, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. If you had any other vocabulary words that you wanted to know what they meant, let me know. And also, if you're interested in maybe joining one of these book clubs, please leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.